916, positivity, motivation, never settle for average. You know, we do it over here. Ain't nothing average about this channel. Man, I see some of these videos that these young men be putting out of themselves in the jails and the penitentiaries, you know, because they got the cell phones and they up in there hanging out like it's the thing to do, smelling man butt, man pit, hanging out with other guys who ain't got shit going on, and they bragging about it. They acting like it's exciting times. They acting like it's a party up in there. Guys farting and pooting and shit, and you smelling other man's shit, listening to other man pee all night. You know, other men whine on the phone, cry to their baby mamas. Dudes getting violated. Dudes getting extorted. Working in factories. Working overtime. Dudes are straight gangsters. Talking about on the street, they were putting in all the work. They go to the penitentiary. Man, they right up in them factories. Unicor, Whacking Hut. They up in there making shit for IKEA. They making shit for the military. These dudes, you barely see them. You see them on the weekends, but they up in there and they just having a good old time, man. And they act like it's a party up in there. Straight idiots. I was one of them. Straight idiot up in there hanging out with a bunch of dudes, but I used my time to the best of my ability for doing some idiot shit to try to flip it so I didn't come out a fool and I didn't let the system steal my time. Even in prison, they steal your time. You up in there talking shit in the TV room all day, watching BET, you know, arguing over the stats of somebody that you never gonna meet on some football team that gives a damn about you. You're betting, you're playing poker, you're you know, making your spreads, and that's what you do every day. You're not reading, you're not learning about the laws. You don't even know why you got convicted outside you got caught with some dope or a gun, but you don't know anything about the laws. But you're hanging out, you're standing on some shit. You say, I stand on some shit. I stand by this shit. I'm a street nigga. I'm a real one. You a real dummy. You a real idiot. Your kids out here, you ain't around, so your kids gonna be idiots. Your kids gonna get right up in the system. You see them now. Look at all these little wild asses. They going up in places, they stealing broad daylight, no mask. They just, you know, they wilding out. And everybody's acting like, oh man, if they had resources. They don't give a damn about a resource. The resources are all around them. They got a phone right now that's more powerful than the first damn space shuttle that went supposedly by the moon. And they can't use it to goddamn sell a pair of Jordans that they got on their feet. These are some straight dummies, man. And they somehow being discriminated against? These little niggas talking about reparations? Shit. Reparations. They gave you a pass to steal and you took it and ran with it because you're an idiot. You have no drive to elevate yourself, and then you want to blame the system when you get in there, and then when you talk slick and they run the goon squad up in the cell and beat your ass, you say, oh man, they racial, man, these dudes up in here, they pressing you. But when you was on the street, you was pressing nothing but other niggas. But now you in the system as racial. Oh man, yeah, it is racial. They don't like you. They look at you and they look at, you could have possibly been the guy who broke in their house or the guy who was running around stealing. So yeah, they put us all in the box until you show otherwise. And I showed them otherwise. They used to leave me alone because I put that pen down. Because I knew how to put that language together, that legalese, that sui juris. Most of y'all ain't even got a goddamn GED. You go up in there and be happy to get a GED. Why did you get that shit on the street? Why did you take your ass to class? Maybe if you would have got a better education, you wouldn't have been committing a crime. And I'm one to talk because I committed a crime and I had an education. But I woke up. And I try to wake some of you guys up, but you stay going night-night because you think it's fly. You see these dudes up in here making spreads and they up in there doing penitentiary shit. They working out and they putting videos out and You know, some of these cats is rapping and you thinking, oh man, that's status. Yeah, it's status for an idiot, for somebody who has no ambition, for somebody who wants to glorify some really dumb shit. And that's what they like, man. They like seeing those kind of people continue to glorify that shit so that their kids will follow in their footsteps and fill them prison cells right on up. See, you don't want to hear it raw. You want to hear some victimhood shit. You want to hear some, oh man, it's because of years of not having resources. Man, get the hell out of here, bro. My grandfather came from the South, and resources. This dude used to travel at night with his family, scared to death to get from one military base to the next. And he ain't never told me about a white man holding him back from anything. This dude ain't never mentioned nothing about reparations, but he used to tell me to get my ass in the books and to quit hanging around those knuckleheads. But I was hard-headed. Because I was already stealing, I was already selling drugs, and I was already packing a pistol. I was hard-headed. So hard head make a soft ass, and I went to the penitentiary, which is exactly where a lot of you are going because you're hard-headed and you're a damn knucklehead. You don't want to listen, and you think that because you're getting away with something, or you think because you got a little status that is going to get you somewhere. Man, look, the best dudes I know didn't go to the pen. They were smart enough to avoid that shit because they knew that long-term it wasn't the way. You invest in yourself now, 5 years down the line, see, you go to jail, all that little bit of money you made, you're going to go to jail. You're going to give it all back because they're going to get all that labor out of you. You ain't nothing but a labor source, bro. Yeah, you think you're getting away. They no bail right now. You getting out. You're not going to do no time. You thinking, oh, man, we are owed this. And you keep thinking, oh, man, down the road, we're going to get reparations. Look, man, the people that came before you that fought hard for just basic civil rights, the people who were trailblazing, who were marching, the people who took them water hoses, that took them damn German Shepherd bites, them police batons. Those people were the ones, bro. You should be grateful that they led the way for your dumb ass to try to do something better. But you around here acting a damn fool, man, and you thinking because, hey, man, I can get away with it, it's all good. Well, I'm telling you, man, these people are setting you up for the long game. The long game is the program. The program is to get you to do something so big you'll never walk away from it. You'll be in that penitentiary crying, 30 years sentence, 25 years sentence. You'll be an old-ass nigga up in there, and then you're going to try to get out and tell some stories and think somebody's going to put you on a podcast when don't nobody care about an old broke nigga. Your kids are grown. They don't want to talk to you. You're going to have to get some old BBW to love you down because that's all you got left in you, man. Some penitentiary stories. That shit is straight garbage, man. The penitentiary is straight garbage. You're going to be around the most ignorant, uneducated, racially biased people in the world. Even the people that work there, man, you talk to ones who really got some sense, man, they ain't there for maybe a couple years to get the hell out because they see the bullshit. It's a bunch of people up in there hanging. It's a big male daycare center. They got a little library, and most of the people aren't even going in there to read to figure out what they're in there for. If you got a little money, maybe you got an attorney help you do appeal, or maybe you got a baby mama or some female that you writing up in there promising you're going to give her some pipe when you get out, and she's helping fight to get you out. Other than that, man, dudes up in there watching Telemundo, they watching BET, they watching the NFL, the NBA, and these niggas are fighting over music videos, and they fighting over goddamn celebrity gossip. I seen dudes about ready to stab each other over some Kim Kardashian shit. Some Kim Kardashian shit, these dudes are ready to go, and the dude was going to stab another dude because he was arguing with him about a Kim Kardashian article on some Esquire or something, and the dude who wanted to see, he already had 30 years, so this is fun for him. He's like, man, let's go up in the room back here, let's go up in the art room. He wanted to go stab the dude over, they were arguing over some stupid shit, which it didn't matter. It don't matter, man. That's what type of people you're dealing with in there. I had a nigga want to fight me because I was going to the law library. This nigga said, do your time. I said, nigga, you do your time. I say nigga because he was a nigga. He wasn't a brother. A brother would have been like, hey, man, I see you up in there studying, bro. You think I can come in there and talk to you about my case? Maybe see if I got some action? That's a brother. A nigga is somebody who's going, hey, man, why ain't you walking the track with us, man? What you up in there studying? You did your crime, man. Why don't you do your time, man? Why don't you do your time, man? What you trying to get out? Yeah, dumbass, I'm trying to get out. Maybe there's a law and they messed up on my due process. Do you know what due process is? Do you know what the Bill of Rights are? No, you don't, because you're an idiot. You know what a Congressional Law Act is? No, you don't, because you never picked up a book. You're a baby kid, man, but you're not trying to wake up. And then I know some dudes who grew up, mom on drugs, pops locked up. They up in a law library, man, and they lacing. I know some dudes, man, lacing you up. OGs up in there. Hey, man, look, youngster, I see you doing this. This is how you shepherdize. This is Federal Rule of Civil Procedure. Read this. Man, I have some dudes, man, Philly, dudes from D.C., some dudes from New York, a couple brothers from California, lacing me up. I was up in there trying to learn. I humbled myself. I wasn't the hardest. I wasn't the toughest. I wasn't trying to be the baddest up in there. Because there's somebody up in there that will bust your head. They'll bust your wig. And if you walk around like a little bitch, they're going to bust your cheeks. You guys, man, I don't get it, man. You steady talking about, no opportunities, man. Look, the Asians don't pass you by. The Indians don't pass you by. The Russians don't pass you by. The Armenians don't pass you by. Man, they passing you by because they know how to work together and they know how to pool resources. You don't see them lining up to go steal a bunch of shoes out of Nike. Them niggas gonna buy the Nike store themselves and then create their own business. But it's pathetic, man. I look at you guys and you steady, oh man, yeah, man, it's because of this, it's a racial, man, as long as there are people in the world, you're gonna have racism. It's not going nowhere. It's never gonna leave. If you're worried about it, man, look, bro, you might as well go live in a tunnel somewhere because you're always going to have people that are racist. Headline, racism? Yeah, so what? I don't give a damn if you're racist. It ain't affecting me. I'm going to go get mine regardless. But, man, look, you can stand by what you want to stand by and think the penitentiary's a party. Go up in there. Do you some spreads, beat your meat every day, talk slick to some female on the phone. Your kid grow up deprived, running the same shit you running. Single parent mom, multiple baby daddies, same cycle. And you wonder why? It's because it all starts at the home. No father figure, no role model, no positive influence. You're going to have babies, you're going to have little nigglets, and you're going to have kids tearing up shit. And I'm speaking on that because of skin tone. There's all other cultures that have wild, but I tell you right now, I didn't see a lot of Asians up in there. I didn't see a lot of Armenians or Russians up in there. They ain't telling, they ain't talking, and they doing their shit different. I didn't see no Indians up in there. Maybe at a camp or something on some medical fraud, but I'm telling you, man, the brothers, bro, it's sad, bro. It's sad. Not the brothers. The brothers are actually in college doing well. They're trying to help each other to some degree and elevate each other. But the niggas, man, look, man, these dudes, if it ain't a beef on the internet, they create one, and then they ain't happy till they shoot somebody and they can brag about it. Oh, I got this dude's chain. Look, I took his chain. Oh, nigga, you soft. I mean, at the end of the game, is the end game to shoot another nigga? To end up in a penitentiary? You shot a nigga, you somebody told, you in the penitentiary, nigga, you a G. You a G, nigga. You an OG, nigga. You in the pen, you made it. Nigga, you made it. You in the penitentiary now. You done killed another nigga. But it's white supremacy. Yeah, that's racism. You put yourself right up in there for them to tell you to look in your booty hole. You talking about you're not gay, but you want a man to look in your booty hole. I ain't never felt more violated than doing all that time. From juvenile hall on up, man, he kept letting dudes look in my booty hole. I'm like, God damn, why I keep coming into this shit? How'd I get here again? Not thinking. Doing dumb shit. You can continue to do the dumb shit and stand by that old jailhouse shit, man. Make your spreads, brag about it, come out, hit up, one of these podcasts, give your story out when it's all done. You go back to that little big mama, go bust her cheeks, man, and hopefully keep a roof over your head. Because a lot of y'all, man, look, that's your future. 30 years in the pen, you come out, and by then you're too old to have kids. You out of the game. That's how they lowering the whole birth rate in the hood, knocking enough of y'all off, put you in a jailhouse. You come out, that's a generation gone. Now you got a bunch of wild buckwheats. Leave a comment, subscribe, bro, share the channel. You know they suppress this shit, but I'm gonna keep it raw, real. And look, man, I ain't making no excuses. You shouldn't make no excuses, because I've seen a lot of y'all win, and I met some good brothers up in there, and there's some good brothers on the street, but more of us need to talk out raw and quit babying these niggas, quit being victim mentality bitches, and kick some real game for these people, these youngsters, because these youngsters, bro, shit, they think it's a party. Okay, they got something for you. They got something for you. You go up in there, be making that IKEA furniture when you should have been working on the street, goddamn, supporting your kid, making a real living.
Are you tired of smelling funky? Have you washed your ass? Go to BigHerc916.com.
Officially, I only got one real spanking my entire life. My mom did the best a 14-year-old could do, raising me with love and instilling values that will last a lifetime. I was a straight-A student and lived to make her happy. So how did I go astray? A horrible stepdad that stole my self-worth and invoked fear turned me into a person that I struggled to overcome. From skateboarding to selling drugs, gangbanging in juvenile hall, I got caught the same way many young promising men get caught up. I struggled to find my identity, getting mixed up in shootouts, crime, and the adult entertainment industry. This roller coaster continued as I juggled college, hustling, and Hollywood, eventually catching a federal bank robbery case. I found redemption in prison while serving a 120-month federal sentence and came out a man on a mission. I became a social media influencer with over 500 million views on YouTube and a life coach mentoring people all over the world. This is my journey.